Hello, travelers of the world. I'm Dennis CHURA. I've been working for at least 10 years as a tour guide, and I worked for Encontro Latin America for around a year and a half. This is my walking tour in La Paz City. Hello, guys. I'm already inside the cable car. As you can see around here. We are in Alto City, and this is the place where I live. Well, a person here where they work for very early from 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. They go to market to make some money. This is a usual thing I do every day. When I was at university, I had to take a minivan which took around an hour from Alto to La Paz City, but using this cable car it only takes like at least 25 minutes. It's less. It's less time. Wow, what I like about guiding. Oh, I love guiding. It's really interesting, guys. For example, when a person is next to me, sitting next to me, and he experiences this, it is very good moment that I like to share with the tourists, because as they enjoy this, of course, it also helps me, of course, to enjoy the moment. Assistant customers who are eager to know my country is feeling and gratifying. There was a moment that there was a tourist who didn't want to get into the cable car, but at the end he ended trusted me, of course, and he had the chance to experience this as well. In La Paz, some of the cities are very steep, and sometimes you have to go up, and sometimes you have to go down. Right now, I'm studying Japanese because I would like to work with this, of course, with this segment of market. I would like to work with Japanese as well, and I never been out of South America, so it's my dream to go out to go abroad. I would like to go to Japan, of course, once in a life. Probably sometime I'll be able to go to Europe as well. And in this market, we are actually in the Sagarnik Street. So in this market, there used to be a lot of tourists, but as you see now, there's very few. All of them are national tourists. But of course, before the COVID, it was full of course, people from all over the world. In this During this time, there was some artists who were making these kind of paintings on the walls. Some of them look cool, like paintings of cholitas mixed with traditional dances. Of course, the Mother Earth is always implied in here. Okay, guys, now we're in the witches market, in which we have many. These candies, for example, are used for white magic, and we have several, ingredients to make magic. And the witches here, of course, the women who are. Well, at home, as I've been telling you guys, I have been just cooking, learning how to cook traditional dishes. Where I am now is the witches market. There are so many elements from different parts of the world. For some of them are local magic. This is, for example, an offering for the Mother Earth. Of course, then once you come here, of course, you'll understand why we use this, why it has so many colors, so many flavors, so many smellings in here, and why they put this kind of money. Actually, this is fake money. Not being able to work is really hard. Eh, I couldn't pay my bills, I couldn't pay the gas, I couldn't pay my internet. It's really hard. And then I had to move with my parents and to live with them again. Of course, it's hard. It's a bad feeling. And then you don't know where to have money. In this street where I'm walking now, which is the North Street, and There used to be, of course, so many stores, but of course now they are open, but only like 50% are open now. And of course, I would like to, of course, to. I cannot live in the past, but I have to go on in the future. And this you see so many stores closed. It's a bit sad, but of course, I think, but together, of course, together trips will, of course, we will overcome this situation. Tourism is so important for us, guys. I mean, it's very, very, very important for a country's economy because tourism provides jobs to waiters, of course, to cooks, to drivers, not only for tourism professionals as tour guides or I know travel agents, but also for common people who lives on I mean day by day. And a tourist when he comes or he or she comes, of course, it injects money into one's country economy. It's tourism is really 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 important. A lot of my friends they quit working in tourism because of course they have families, they have kids. Well, I don't have kids, but of course it's still hard. I cannot imagine how they can make it every month like without a job. And actually now we are in of course in the main square of my city of La Paz. This is called Morelos Square, where I have the guy in the top of this sculpture. That is Murillo. Okay. Then so many of my friends, of course, changed of job. I was also thinking in quitting, but of course, as I studied tourism, I said no, it's not possible. Mm, the main square is quite good place to visit, and of course, I think most of the tourists would like to come here as well and have a picture. Okay, this is the government palace, okay, on my as a background. Well, in La Paz, let me remind you that there are 9 lines, and each line is very different. And some of the lines they have, I mean, Aymara names, which Aymara is a local language. Now we are in the Estación Central. This used to be a train station, and nowadays it's working as the cable car office. Well, in here we can see some very old trains, some places where you can take pictures for Instagram. Well, it's a nice experience to come here. I mean, though you can see the height in here is 3,689 meters above the sea. Yeah, it's an interesting place to see. As a tour guide, I take my customers to these places. Of course, if they want to go to one line or two, it depends on them. If they want to make three, of course we can. It's very interesting too. I mean, the scenery in the day is different from the night, and of course, as I'm living here, and of course, I miss tourists. I would like to be like explaining. This is what I usually do, like every day. And riksha, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Probably it's riksha, riksha. In my language is as Spanish, as my mother tongue is Spanish. Probably in Spanish I would say riksha. I would like to apologize if I'm not pronouncing it properly. You know, is people of all over the world probably would like to be in here with me right now. I mean, watching the landscape of La Paz at night. It's also amazing. And in the night, it's a bit cold in here, so don't forget to bring your hat, your warm clothes. Now I'm in El Alto City. Oh, it's a bit higher than La Paz. Actually, it is at 4,100 meters, and the witches market in El Alto. Oh, it's pretty different. I mean, not companies bring tourists here, but of course, if the tourist is like a bit courageous to come here, of course I bring them here. Yeah, it's at night. It might look I mean, empty, but it has a lot of people. All the people here in the back are witches. Of course, they're wizards. They're shamans. This is a very interesting viewpoint. I would like to share, of course, with other people. I mean, the smelling in here is just pure magic, and this feeling of magic, I mean, it's really good. You know, I would like to really say thank you to Rixia Travel because I would like to keep my job. I would like to keep doing this. I mean, for much time, and of course, I would like to work with you. I mean, through this camp here, I'm here to guide you. Thanks a lot.